What's up, TTR fan? It's your boy Michi Black, and right next to me is Main Event RJ with the strap. And as you know, when you see us, we're here to talk about some sick shit with the motherfucking sickos.
Yes, sir.
But before we get started, I have to put something out there. TK, bro. I don't know who you gotta talk to, and I'm a man. I never will see no one to lose a job. Never.
Facts.
But I am going to say, though, whoever at TNT, they got to go. They got to go. Gotta go.
TNT,
I don't care.
Man, what happened?
I don't care if it's a different department. I don't care if bro gets demoted. I honestly don't want to see anyone lose a job, bro or sis. I don't want to see no one lose a job ever in time of our lives. But the bullshit that they did last night, that can't happen again. Luckily, go ahead.
I don't see anybody fired, but we're gonna have to fire this guy.
Luckily, it was a pre-recorded, so it was okay. But imagine if that drone was live, bro. Imagine
pissed if it was Dynamite.
Pissed,
Dynamite,
bro. Imagine. Oh my.
Imagine, honestly.
Imagine the steel cage match with Samoa Joe and Mox, and that drone went up, bro. I'm telling you, it'd been over. I said, TK. Like I know you know people. I know you got some power, bro. But that whoever bro sisters, they gotta go. Cause that shit can't happen again.
I just imagine it was a TNT employee that wore a WWE shirt that day. It's like, excuse me, I think we just found who did it. It's that guy right there. He's just like, I'm doing it again. It's like, all right, get him out of here.
And then what made matters worse, bro, the movie they put on after. So for everyone that was watching HBO Max, you seen the program is ending. So I'm gonna tell you how I found out really quick. But they put on Black Adam, led by who? The one and only Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Don't call me a conspiracy theorist, but hey, if 2 + 2 is 4, I don't know what is this.
You know what's crazy? Even with that, I'm still not watching Black Adam. There's nothing you can do. I will pull out a gun. You're not gonna make me watch Black Adam. It's not happening. I seen the clips. That's all I needed to see. I don't need to see no more of that movie. I'm all right.
Bro, listen, I got up right when they're doing the memorial drawing for bro, RIP. And they were doing their thing. I was like, all right, let me get up and go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, come back, and if you're on HBO Max, it plays a particular sound when it either goes to commercial or when the show is over. I hear this sound and I'm thinking like, oh, normal commercial, whatever. So I'm getting myself together, getting back into my seat. And literally as I sit up and look at the TV properly, it said this program has ended. I'm like, ended? I was like, there's no way I was in the bathroom that damn long. I'm looking at my watch. It's 9:32.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where's my wrestling? My Saturday night graps.
Yeah, I thought I came in early or something. I thought I came in late. I thought it started earlier or something. So I was kind of like, okay, I guess I'm going to bed. I guess that's my night.
I'm checking TNT. I see the bullshit Black Adam. I know what happened at this point. And I'm thinking like TK's gonna put it on after, but I know how TV works. He can't do that. Yeah. So he's had to wait for the West Coast. And I'm like, bro, that's just so crazy. It's so bizarre that this happens.
As compensation, TK should extend Chris Jericho's break for another 6 months. That, I think, would make up for Collision going down early. I think that would perfectly balance out the TV. So, that last, 30 minutes we didn't get, I wash my hands of it. I don't need it as long as Chris Jericho stays on my TV for another 6 months.
So, I'm going to tell you something. So, I'm going to tell you something before we really segue into what we're really here to talk about. Chris Jericho canceled this tour and he's going to be coming back sooner than we think.
He canceled the tour?
So
nobody showed up, that's why.
So now that that's on your brain, let's get to the real shit. So first on today's show, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the one and the only the bruv. He's so good. I don't even say things. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The bruv versus Hangman. No, sorry. That is tag match. Yeah, bruv and Hangman. Listen, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready for this match. But it was Ospreay versus Hangman in this tag match versus it was Josh Alexander and
Takeshita.
Thank you. That's what I thought it was, but I didn't want to be wrong. But boy, what a match! I had maybe like one problem with it, but we'll get to one problem.
I swear for God, he says, "Shut the no." Dude, I don't know how you can enjoy every second of this match. This match
No,
is
this was, bro, it's
perfect.
one tiny thing, bro. You're gonna look at me and say, like, bro, like, really, that's what you're upset about, and like it bothered me just a tad. But I want to say, Josh Alexander's tough. I wasn't familiar with this game. I'm first and foremost to admit that, bro's so good.
I love
like it's
Josh
crazy.
Alexander.
I understand why he's wearing the headgear because it's qualifier and stuff, but bro is so good though.
Yeah.
My man, I think it was bruv sitting on the apron. My man sprinted full speed, dove, gave this man a forearm and laid it on his feet, bro, as he's diving out the ring. Amazing.
I love
amazing.
Man. That's why I'm glad he came to AEW. I'm glad he came here so he can wrestle.
I love his speed. I honestly loves how he wrestles, and like it feels like his style of wrestling complements everyone else's.
Yeah, that's exactly
like
right.
It's so good.
He's so
also,
good.
as you know, in the beginning when I started watching AEW full time, in the very beginning, I told you I didn't really like Takeshita. You remember that?
Crazy.
I remember. And then in the beginning, I used to call him Take Sheeta because I can never get his name right. But Takeshita is so good, bro. I'd never see Awa do a blue thunder bomb, right? Spin someone so fast, he lost control.
Yep.
He's so good. He's so good.
He's so good. Signed to 3 promotions, by the way.
Oh, bro.
That's how good he is. They're just like, yeah, just go sign other places. We're all right with it. We're okay with it. I love that, dude. This whole match was so great, man. That one spot with the hidden blade that almost hit Hangman, and Hangman had to stare.
That's the one thing I didn't like.
What? It was so cool, and I hate you.
No,
so gas.
When I tell you what I didn't like, you might walk off the set.
I might. Why? What
I'm
did you
do this shit by myself?
It was so cool. He slid and he stared daggers at him. What did you not like?
That's the issue. The stare down part.
It was. Oh my god.
I'm gonna just explain. For me, I feel like it was just a tad bit too long for me. That's it. That's literally it. I just feel like it was too long for me. That's like I'm a little like really gonna nitpick, but like I have to be honest.
I saw people say that subtlety is key in these situations, and considering Hangman's been the best subtle character worker over the past, I'd say 2 years, I don't want to hear it about this. He's allowed one cheesy, overdrawn moment after a year of people checking if his eyebrows were furrowed. Like, I don't care. The stare down being long did not matter. It didn't change a thing. If it was a few seconds, it wouldn't have changed the effect that it did. I think people were just. I think the nitpick is
maybe I'll just nitpick. I said you might walk off the set, but that was the only thing I didn't like, bro.
I just think that's nitpicking for the sake of nitpicking. If that thing had lasted like 10 seconds less, it would have been the exact same thing. I think people were just
to me because I'm explaining why though.
Fair.
No, maybe they were bored, but I'm explaining why for me. So it's because it was the whole aspect of the match, right? So you didn't hit no one, you missed bro. Like the dude you was going to hit, I think it was Josh Alexander, right? So you missed him, he dodged it, and then you slide in, and then when you slide in, you're staring at me. Like, even though we're going to fight, we're currently in a match. You know what I mean? So like we're just staring there while the other two people just like have to sit there and wait. That's me noticing because like I'm watching wrestling every day, damn near. So I'm seeing these things and like that's the only thing I didn't like about it.
I loved it because they're just like, we got a match to win. Don't think I forgot about you because you was gonna hit me with that, weren't you? That elbow was right here, huh, buddy? You better hit it when it comes to the time. Dude.
Oh my god! No, I understand it, but that was the only thing I honestly just didn't like. It was like, ugh, I think they was doing too much because it makes you feel like that people have to stand around and watch for you to do whatever you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I like that because I like that the story was so impactful. It stopped the match in its fucking place. They were like, ooh. That elbow, it gotta hit. I just see what you put,
bro. I just see what you put in our itinerary. Cause I didn't read the whole John. I'm actually excited for what we're going to talk about today.
That's crazy, bro. I took the time out of my day to get the itinerary ready, and bro wasn't. I was 20 minutes late to the recording, by the way. But this guy didn't even read the entire thing.
No. I read like how it came up. I read 4, so I was like, oh, we're about to have a short show. I open it up. I see what else you got. I'm like, oh. Yeah. But I want to talk about my guy though.
Wait. Hold on, I want to talk about that, but I want to at least gas the spot where Osprey combined the hidden blade with the
I'm sorry, Chad. I gotta talk about that. Shit's so cold.
I love
so
that he's
cold.
doing that with everybody now, and I want him to do it with everybody on the roster.
Yeah,
he did it with Kenny Omega with the One Wing Angel, which was way crazier. But the visual of the hidden blade and the buckshot, I love that. I need him to keep doing it because that's
I just thought of one that you're gonna like that might be better than that.
With the spirit gun.
I swear, no.
I don't think you said with the swerve stomp. Jesus, the timing on that's got to be crazy.
The spirit gun is crazy.
Yeah, because it's basically the same move. Them on the same side.
From the back. Ricochet on the back. Will on the.
Well, I'd say Will behind because the hidden blade and then the spirit gun to the front.
Oh yeah, true.
That would. If you don't get pinned after that, you're cheating.
We gotta put that out. We gotta put that in the universe.
If you get hit with the spirit gun hidden blade combo, you're literally going into business for yourself. You kick out. That's impossible. Because that's impossible.
Imagine a swerve stomp and a hidden blade.
Yeah, dude, I can't even fathom how that would work. It would be such a crazy looking spot. That shit would be so gas. Because he basically have to swerve stomp him down into the hidden blade, and then he has to move so the stomp can keep going. That shit, the timing on that. If they do it, clip of the year. It doesn't matter what year they do a clip of the year because that's a
imagine doing that off a steel cage.
Okay, now you're just crazy.
That'll be cold. Or a ladder. Imagine I'm telling you, that'll be cold. I don't want to get too far off the top, but that'll be cold though. I'll actually like that.
All I gotta say is R.I.P. Swerve's knees. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Oh, he just did it last week.
Yeah, but then he's got to do it. He's got to do it on one guy, and then also time it with a hidden blade, and also Osprey has to hit the hidden blade and move. Jesus Christ, bro's knees are not surviving that.
Nah, easy money. That's what you get. That's what you take ice baths for, my boy.
Fair enough.
Actually, hit up Shaq. You get icy hot for them knees.
Oh God, icy hot don't work on me. I can only imagine world class athletes. They're probably numb to that shit by now. That shit does not work.
Oh my God. Or Ben Gay.
They need dry ice and fire to fucking relax their muscles, bro. They're like,
oh my God.
Like, this will work. It's like, I guess.
You know who else is going to need some icy hot? Zach Gowen. Yep.
Yeah.
For that beating he took by our bald-headed bandit Ricochet, he deserves it. So let's talk about our guy Ricochet for a second, really quick. Bro stole his fake leg.
He came out with the leg.
It came out with the same fake leg. We can't skip past that.
I was so happy to see that.
And then proceeds to almost get out wrestled by Zach Gowen.
He was this close. He almost lost. He let that cockiness get to him.
Almost. And that, like, it's so funny to me that he really almost lost to a one-legged man.
Yeah.
And then he tried to put him in a figure four. Bro had...
That shit was so petty. Like, I know, like Gowen went over the match, right? Like, it wasn't, like, offensive, right? But it's like, you know how, like, Petty, he's like, hey, bro, can you try to put me in a figure four even though I don't got a leg? It's like, all right, bro, relax. You know the business. We get it. But it was such a perfect thing for Ricochet because he's just that kind of heel. It's like, Ricochet, you little bitch. How dare you?
Let other people tell you, and Ricochet's not a star. Mind you, I've been calling this since last year when I've been saying Ricochet's a star.
A year ago, he wasn't a star. I would be honest with you. He's a star now.
To me, he was always a star.
He was a mid-carder a year ago. Now he's the best heel in the business. He's pissing off WWE guys. He's that good of a heel.
Oh my God. Listen, fucking when he did WWE guys, I just caught that.
He is. He's pissing them off.
I thought he was going to lose it when he did the Trail Burger shit, where he spit it out. I'm like, bro, I really hope. Like, I was like, I really hope bro went over this with Bum B and then just did it on the spot. Because if it would have been me, I'm definitely socking you this shit. You go spit your food out on national TV.
Yeah, but I think he's just, it's such a good consistent heel work out of Ricochet. We love to see it. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't think he was going to win this match. I thought he was going to lose. I thought that was how it was going to be. But I guess Zach Gowen was like, I'm going to take the pin. You know, he was good. Don't look at me like that. You don't find it weird that you would have found it weird that Ricochet lost to that guy with a little interference?
Yes.
I didn't.
Yes.
That's
there's
crazy.
No reason. There's no way you're going to have Ricochet lose. Like, what are we doing? That's terrible booking.
It's the first time Gowen's been in the ring for a while. I mean,
I don't get exactly why he should lose.
I could have seen him win. Especially since I thought Briscoe was going to get involved. I mean, he did, but like post-match. But I thought he was going to get involved earlier. Because he's a one-legged guy, you see. So he's going to cheat. Or not cheat. Get help. Because he's a babyface. Don't look at me like that.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I will say,
but you
though,
say that a lot about Ricochet, where you give him so much credit, and then when he loses, you go, but it's like, yeah, he's a loser.
When he lost a Swerve, that was fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Swerve, the triple threat, Briscoe a couple times. You keep calling Ricochet to beat Briscoe. He clearly can't do it. He really can't do it. Ricochet has lost to Briscoe so often, Briscoe started growing hair on a split.
Oh, my God.
Bro, that shit's killing me. Because that man ain't never had hair like that since he was younger. Ever since he's been at AEW, he's been shaving his head. All of a sudden, he's in a program where Ricochet, he's like, let me just grow hair really quick. He's like, all right, Briscoe, relax over there. Oh, that shit's been killing me.
I really hope. Yeah, you're killing me too. Talking about this goddamn Mark Briscoe. Cause I don't get what y'all see, man.
You gonna see it again? A double or nothing. That stretcher match gonna go crazy.
I was gonna get to that. Cause I don't know how the fuck we got here, but we got a fucking stretcher match. I haven't seen one in forever.
Yeah, I don't know why it's a stretcher match. That's weird. I mean, I guess.
I've been cool with a street fight.
I thought last man standing or something, because like you keep getting
back up. I quit. You know, something. I've been cool with that. The stretcher match, I feel like we're like, this is the part where like the booking, like it just bothers me because like I don't feel like we need that. Like if we want, like I think maybe we're trying to go for the wow factor because it's different, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I like that they're in a match at Double or Nothing. I'm 50-50 on the stipulation. Like I mean, I guess a street fight's too basic. But I mean, that's all we need though. Like, what are we like? If we're gonna cut down right to it, bro, what are we beefing for? You tell me. Ricochet keeps losing. That's why. And Kevin Knight's in Japan, so you can't continue that story until he gets back. So, which fair, and I hope he's doing well over in Japan. I think he just won his match against Nick Wade. W Kevin Knight. So I mean, I guess you kind of no. Hey, time out. You can't just say W Kevin Knight and not give the props to my boy Nick Wade. Well, I didn't watch the match, so I was just saying good for him for winning. I didn't watch the match. You're caught up on the Clash of the Super Juniors tournament right now? I didn't know you were an avid watcher. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were watching the tournament. I barely watched Collision last night. Like, relax. Like, bro, like, I'm this crazy one for not watching the Super Juniors tournament. It's not the G1. I'm crying. I'm keeping it bees though. Ever since I've been watching the Delta, I've been kind of getting into the Japan type of wrestling. I'm not gonna lie, New Japan's kind of tough. Oh yeah, I love them for their tournament wrestling. I'm not caught up on the Super Juniors tournament. What? I didn't realize we needed to be for this. I didn't know. I know you know who. What are the standings looking like? Let me know. Like, damn, all right. Bro, don't call me out the spot. Don't call. I just watch the people I know. I'm gonna keep it a bead. Absurdities. Nah, that was funny. But no seriousness though. Oh, Ricochet and fucking Mark Briscoe. I think I'm gonna get out my bias bag for a second. I'm gonna say this. Mark Briscoe and Ricochet seem like they're made for each other when it comes to matches. You know, Mark Briscoe, I always give him his props when he jumps over the ring, when he uses the chair. I hate the shit when he does it the chair where he claps it like this and shit. I hate that so much. It's so I hate it. I hate getting the crowd on my side, dude. Like, God, bro, I hate that, dude. A call and response? Yeah. Who would have thought? A call and response? Yeet. God, dude. I hate it's a wrestling thing. No, God, but bro, you say the same shit. I say when I talk about OC. I hate when he puts his hands in his pockets. I hate it. Oh my I hate God. That gimmick so much. Like maybe Mark Briscoe had a different gimmick. I'll be indifferent right now. But not bro, really. Like, nah, you never know. Nah, he's a hillbilly. He's been that for a while. I've been watching. He kind of just that for a long time. Okay. Well, then I guess it ain't no saving him. But I will give him his credit. Bro can do his wrestling somewhat. That best of 5 he had with Kyle Fletcher that just had like 5 straight banger matches in it. Yeah, he can. He knows how to do it. 5 straight. I mean, Kyle was carrying for 3 out of 5. Okay, dude. Okay. Man, 3 out of 5. He said 3 out of 5. I said 3 out of 5. Big I said 5 out of 5. Kyle's carrying for 3 out of 5. 5 bangers, but sure, buddy. All right, move on. Get me off this topic. Okay. Then we're going to that. Now we're going. I can't speak.
Now we got Hurt Syndicate and MJF. So as y'all know,
They hurt people.
MJF been trying to join the Cool Club for I'm gonna say a month now,
Is about,
and
yeah.
and you know, Shelton was easily by the money and the women.
Yes.
MVP.
Do we blame him?
He wasn't manipulated, but he was real high on MJF because he'd been cool, blah blah blah.
That's his guy.
Bob. I really hate that he calls him Bob.
He gonna call him that the rest of the time. Watch. He gonna be so nice to Bobby now. He gonna give him his B. He's gonna give him the B after this now. He's like,
oh my god,
Bob for weeks. Now he's gonna be like, hey Bobby, watch. I can't wait.
I know.
He's gonna be so nice to Bobby after this.
But you know, Bob was kind of iffy. You know, at first he definitely put it a thumbs down if I'm not mistaken.
Multiple
and
times.
then MJF was really gun ho on joining the cool kids club. Then he brought a car to Bob. Bob stole the car, Grand Theft Auto. No one's talking about, but
he gave him the car. Bobby just took it before it was time. I don't see what the problem. It was a gift at the end of the day. That holds up in the court of law.
And then, you know, he comes back. MJF tries to talk to him again. I think it was last week now at this point. He's like, we need you to hurt somebody.
Hurt somebody.
I don't like MJF picks the fucking top flight. I think that's dumb.
To be fair, they got their match, which is nice. It just, I kind of wish it was a better setup for them rather than just a random Dynamite.
Yeah.
You knew they were going to win at a random Dynamite.
So MJF beats them to a bloody pulp.
Yep.
Apparently that got Bobby's rocks off because then the following week, bro said, "You're with us," and then MJF jumps in Bob's hands. He jumps in his arms, wraps his legs around you, so happy, and Bobby had to push him off. He's like, "Bro, relax, bro." But two things that was not wrong, but threw me off. One, Shelton was gearing up to kick this man's head off.
Shelton was ready to drop him, bro. He had the stance. He was like, come on.
He was loosening his legs and everything. And I'm watching, I'm like, damn, MJF really about to get beat down, huh? And then next thing you know, Bob was like, yeah, threw me off. That threw me for a loop. Now, next, MVP wants MJF to have him sign a contract, which I think is going to be the turning point in this story here,
which is interesting, I think,
yep.
Because they haven't even been a full group yet. That's literally what the contract signing is. I'm so curious to see where that ends because it could go either way. It truly could. Mm-hmm. It's so interesting to see because I'm like, I like that, but also, what are we setting up for here? Are we setting up for All In maybe for Bobby, MJF, and All In? Because at that point. Matt, I want Shelton to be involved. I'd like for it to be a tag match since they've been a dominant tag team this whole time. So I'm interested to see where this goes. It's a weird thing.
You hear what the streets were saying about a certain person coming back?
Cedric?
That's not. Yeah, Cedric.
I would like that because they have the chemistry. That'd be sick. I would like that. That'd be cool.
That'd be so tough, and they just reunite.
I'll be dead honest with you. I would like it because I'd like Cedric to get the opportunity he would have gotten a year ago, but WWE, acted out because they're like, oh, we'll give you this contract, we'll give you a story on NXT, we'll push you. And the second he re-signed, he got like 3 months and they took him off TV because they knew they were going to rejoin the Hurt Syndicate. So fuck them for that. So I would love for that for Cedric because it'd be late, but at least he'd get the opportunity because him, Chad Gable, there was one more that they did that to, and I don't think people talk about that enough. Everybody talks about when they did it to Chad Gable, but Cedric Alexander got a worse treatment because his story was on NXT and they got cut. Which, all right, bro. And I think people should bring that up more. And I would love for Cedric Alexander to show up next week.
I would too. I always liked him, even if I'm not mistaken, bro was one of the originals for 205 Live.
It was the Cruiserweight Classic thing. I don't remember.
That. But he's so tough. Like that'd be so cool if he came over to the double. I feel like the double would be up more his speed with the flippy shit and everything. I felt that would definitely be more his speed. But either way,
he was also in the Hurt business in the first place, so they've already got the chemistry to do this even better than they already were.
Yep.
And they've got the control this time. That shit would fucking blow up.
Now on to the next thing. We got Mina, I can't say her last name yet. I'm not even going to attempt it, but I can't say it.
Shirakawa.
Yarikawa.
Shirakawa.
Next spot, Shirakawa. Next spot, I'm gonna have that right. Mina and Tony at Double or Nothing. You already know how I feel about Tony. I'm gonna just get right to the bar. I hope she loses.
Oh.
I really hope she loses.
That's crazy.
I'm tired of seeing timeless Tony on my screen with the strap. I'm ready for the loser strap. I really feel like Mina should got the strap after Mariah, but that's just me.
I mean, how do we feel about me and Shirakawa's new music, though?
I liked it. No one gave it time.
They did not. I didn't even realize it was different until they changed it back.
Like, they didn't even give
I
it.
was like, okay. I didn't think it was
No,
that
like,
bad.
I was talking about. I was like, bro, like the song was a bop. I was like, okay, and I'm like, I don't know why everyone bitching like change it. Like, bro, like, why can't we have something new for a little bit? We could have got like we could have got like 2 weeks out of the song and see what it could have done. And we didn't give it time. We gave one entrance and then we said change it back. And like, I love that Tony listens to his fans, but sometimes you gotta like give him some time to let him marinate real quick, because
you know why?
People are gonna go ahead.
He gave in to this one because he's not giving in about the Death Riders. So he's like, I'll give him this one because I'm still doing the Death Riders thing. But yeah, nah, dude, I didn't even, like I said, I didn't realize it was different until after, and I was like, I didn't think it was that bad. I think
Bro, it wasn't that bad at all.
I think a lot of wrestling fans too, though, they give a lot of stock in wrestling music because it does link to a character. Because it's the same thing as if when Cope came in, if he didn't have his song, people would be very pissed about it because it wouldn't feel right. Cody's another one where that song was literally made for him, so it's pretty linked to him. So if he had came back to WWE without it, I think people would have been kind of mad. And I kind of feel with like the Hurt Syndicate, because if you change, like, if let's say the Hurt Syndicate went back to WWE for whatever reason, without that song, it's not getting over as much as it would. People would like it too because they're WWE people. They want everything in WWE to work. But it wouldn't work as well. It definitely wouldn't. You would need that song to come back if they were ever to go back, which I don't think is even like an idea.
No, I think this is their last run.
Yeah, I think Bobby and Shelton will get a world title, and then they're just gonna be like, yeah, we're out. We're good here. We know what we wanted to do, but yeah, no. So I kind of understand the discourse with the Mina song, but it wasn't given a chance even a little bit. And I think they want to do that because she is AEW now. They kind of want to not take away from from the Stardom stuff, but kind of like give her a fresh start. And they people were just not into it, which sucks.
Like I understand that the music is linked to the wrestlers, but we gotta give shit a chance though. Like, give it 2 more entrances where we really get to sit down and see if we go bop with it or not. If not, then sure, we could change it back. But after one sit through, like when you listen to an album, you're not gonna give one sit through and be like, yeah, okay, I'm done with it. You give 2 listens, maybe 3.
Hey, depending on the artist, I ain't giving them 2 listens. I'll be high.
No, but yeah, depending on whoever your favorite artist is or whatever, you're going to at least give it a fair opportunity.
Yeah.
We didn't give it. I ain't like that at all. Like, at TK, I really hope you bring her. I hope you bring her music, the old John, back, because I liked it. Give it another 2 weeks, see if we can get it through.
It's over.
But
he changed it back.
Yeah, I know he changed it. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's over. Man, no, I was shocked that they're doing that at Double or Nothing. I kind of.
Oh yeah, that's who it is.
I'm excited they're doing it, or they're doing it sooner than later, because I hate when they do eliminator matches and then somebody just sits on their title opportunity until they're ready, and then it's just like, oh yeah, you were a world title contender. But I like that they're doing it at Double or Nothing. I think that's it'll be a fun match.
Because we're getting. I feel like Tony, he listened over the last year, because you watched it, you'll see all the changes he has been making. Last year, people have eliminator matches. And literally, like you said, we want to see them for months. And then they're like, oh, yeah, I am the number 1 contender. Yeah. Let's get to it. Like, now it's like everything they had it. The following pay-per-view, they're having their match. I love that. We're getting right through the story as quickly as we need to.
Yeah.
Like I said, though, in the beginning.
Too.
Huh?
It's a great filler match between now and All In. So, I mean, it's pretty good. Don't look at me like that. She's not winning that title. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Mina. She's not winning that title.
She's not.
When Tony loses, it'll be at All In again, because All In's right there. Sorry to tell you that, Beach. I just know how wrestling booking works. You look at me like that all you want.
So you tell me you want to sit through another?
Yes. What? You're the only person that doesn't like Tony Storm. We're not gonna act like I'm sitting here a Tony Storm hater. I'm like, I need Tony Storm off my screen, but she's gonna win.
That's not what I said.
That's what it
I said I don't want to have the strap. I'm tired of her holding the strap. We have so many other people that could have the strap. We could have Willow had the strap. We could have Chris Stradlin have the strap. We could give Megan Bain the strap we really want to. We got I almost fucked up. We give Mercedes Moné a strap. Like we got Athena. We got so many plethora of people. So I'm not sure why Tony's stuck on Tony.
Because she's
funny. That's funny.
Because she's the biggest women's star they have, and she has the world title. She's not losing at the second biggest show of the year. Well, yeah, I'll give it a second. I think All Out's kind of,
So she'd only start on the roster right now, RJ? That's what you're telling me?
I said she's the biggest star on the roster, and the women's roster for AEW. She is their biggest star. Mercedes is in a mid-card spot. Willow is loved by fans, but not their biggest star, but not their biggest seller. And, yeah, that's really it. Willow's the more loved one, and Mercedes is the more famous one, but Tony is eclipsed both of them because of her popularity. She's loved both in person and online, which is doubled for both of their other beloved stars. That's just how it is.
Yeah, I was going on to the next topic. That's just blasphemy.
It's not. It's really, if you look at their numbers, her shit does more numbers than anybody else's. That's what they're looking at. And she's a character that's completely over. So it does
but RJ, what we're not going to sit here and not say is that they weren't given the opportunity that Tony was. Like, you're going to get me started on something I don't want to talk about, but since we're here, I'm going to just bring this up really quick. How are we going to have Tony be the champion last year, which is cool, right? She had the strap. I'm not mad at that, whatever, okay? You fought Mariah May and beat her. I mean, sorry, Mariah won, whatever, which is cool. Okay, I'm fine. I was fine with the story and everything. Even though I really wasn't the biggest Tony fan back then, I was so cool to start. I liked how they're doing everything and all that stuff. Here's my problem: why, when Mariah had the strap, we weren't building Willow, we weren't building Chris, we didn't have Megan at the time, we weren't building Mercedes, we weren't building Athena. We weren't building Thunder Rosa. We weren't building Deonna Purrazzo. Like we have so many people, that we could have built. We could have built something with. You could have made a story, anything. But we decided to give Mariah bullshit booking and bullshit matches. Tell me one match that you remember from her reign. That's not Toni Storm. I'll wait.
Mariah May versus Thunder Rosa in that Juarez street fight was pretty fun. I like that one. Oh, the match you had with Yuka was fun too. It wasn't All Out. When did she fight Willow? It was a pay-per-view. I like that one too.
Bro.
It was a fun match.
They did the Thunder Rosa John in a 2-week time span, bro.
They did, and it was a great match. That's fine with me. You didn't like that match? That Warrior Street fight? You didn't fuck with it?
RJ, you're missing the point. I don't give a damn about the match. The problem is we didn't build anything. We didn't build nothing around it.
Dude, Thunder Rosa was just in a tag team with the biggest women's star in Thunder Tits. I don't see what the problem is. She's actively getting pushed. She's on the way to
Push to where? Push to where? Tell me, because I don't see Thunder Rosa on my TV.
What'd you just do in a match the other day? She was just in the
four-way. Other day when? Other day when?
She was in
the four-way where?
The Eliminator match. The one at, it was Tony, Thunder. Wait, wasn't she in this one? Who was it? It was Sky Blue, Mina, Tony, and who? Who was the fourth one in that?
You tell me. Because if you watch Thunder Rosa on...
Come on, man.
Because I would like to know. You tell me. No, we can keep this all in. We can keep this all in the box. I want to know. Because I know
she was just in the Eliminator match. Is all I remember. I just can't remember if she was in the recent one or the one before it.
Because it damn sure wasn't Thunder Rosa. I know that for a fact. Because I'll be more hype.
I'm 95% sure she just was.
No, bro.
Continue. Keep talking.
Because like you bother me when you say things like this because you want to sit here and tell me what we're having from the story that we had with Toni Storm is great when it's not. And then when Mariah had the strap, we didn't build no one. We didn't build no one anywhere. We didn't build like a God. I'm not gonna say we're gonna get the same God tier like story that we did with Mariah and Tony. That's what I'm saying. But we could have built something off of that.
It was
and
Tony,
we didn't.
It was Tony Storm, Anna Jay.
I don't know.
Shit, what was her name? Okay, Penelope Ford and Thunder
Yep.
Rosa. So she was in a match recently. You shitter.
Where?
Dynamite.
Got beat on.
And she lost.
She was,
Sucks.
Yeah, no.
She's in a 4-way. 3 people were gonna lose. Sucks. It's not my problem.
She should have won.
Should she?
Yes, because we put her in matches to lose. Like, why are we putting people in matches to lose when they should be winning? Thunder Rosa's always taking a pin or always losing some way, somehow. Willow's always getting put in some bullshit ass matches with Chris Statlander. When I say bullshit, hold on. When I say bullshit matches, I'm saying it doesn't lead to anywhere.
Yeah, it's because she's stuck in the fucking Death Riders vortex, which ends it all in.
She's not stuck anywhere. She's helping. She can willingly take herself out and it would do nothing to the story.
She's literally in Anarchy in the Arena.
No, but I'm saying though, she doesn't have to be there.
Yeah, she does. She got written in.
No,
shit.
okay.
Yeah,
let me rephrase because you just go and hang on every word I say.
No, because you're acting like people do that often. They're like, oh, I'm in this intense storyline with a vicious faction overrunning the company, but I'm also in a storyline where I'm fighting the women's world champion. The exact same. They don't do that. No wrestling company does that.
No, RJ.
They're in storylines.
No, I get that. What I'm saying is Willow didn't have to be in this Death Rider story at all. She could be going for the strap.
She did.
That's where she did what?
She did have to be in the story because there's no other woman that would have fit the aesthetic for AEW's hero in the women's division. Tony wouldn't have worked because she's the champion.
But we don't have to do it now, RJ.
We do because it ends and all in. So the story that's going on has to have a woman in it. And unfortunately, Willow's the only good babyface they have. Mercedes wasn't going to work. Jimmy Hayter wouldn't have worked. I'm trying to think. The dentist definitely wouldn't have fucking worked for this. You had to have somebody that was as beloved as Willow is. And unfortunately, this story doesn't end until All In. And All In isn't until after Double or Nothing. And at Double or Nothing, they have Anarchy in the Arena. So yes, she had to be in this storyline. If they didn't want to add Marina Shafir here, I guess you could say that. But Marina Shafir is the only reason why this shit works. Your silence
It's deafening because, like, bro, I'm not understanding. We could have again done this while Willow and Marina's only there because she's part of the Death Riders. We could have had an Anarchy. Hold on, we could have had Anarchy in the arena without Marina being in the match.
How?
She's only. What do you mean how?
Pac is gone. It's 5v5, and it would just be Claudio, Mox, Yuta. That's 3. You add the Young Bucks in, that's fine, that's 5v5, but then you don't have the story of them coming together. You need Marina in there because you also have an opportunity to build Willow up in a hardcore Anarchy in the Arena match. That's perfect for Willow.
Where there's nothing to build up, RJ, when we already know she's good.
Her star appeal. You want her to be a bigger star. You want her to have better matches, right? The first step is having her do hardcore shit. She hasn't done anything.
She does it already. It's not like this is the first time we're going to see it, though.
Against shitters. So, like, after a while, like, you did...
So Chris Shardland's a shitter? That's
yeah! Kinda. She isn't winning anything. She can't even win the TBS title. She's a great wrestler, but she's kind of a shitter. She kind of isn't doing anything. Willow at least is in a storyline right now, which is the biggest storyline in the company. I'm sorry, but that's the reality of it. If you're not in a story and you're not in a championship picture, you're not doing anything. Look at Top Flight. Shitters! I was wanting to make fun of Top Flight. I'm sorry.
RJ, you're killing me, bro.
I'm sorry.
We have so much. We still have a couple more things.
Yeah.
Like, you just trying to bring me like way up here. I'm trying to stay down there because the shit you're saying right now is blasphemy right now.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, Willow's getting a build and nobody else is. I think that's because Willow's the next one up because they finally realized that that's the person you build your company around. So they're going to give her the opportunity to shine at Anarchy in the Arena. She'll probably have a singles match with Marina at All In. And that'll be, after that, post All In, Willow's going to go on a run for the title. Unfortunately, Chris Statlander is going to get left behind again, which fucking sucks. You can facepalm all you want. I'm standing on this.
Bro, you and Jay are the only two people that just literally just gave me to a point when it comes to the grabs, because the shit y'all be saying. Because
I'm using logic here and you're using feelings.
There's no feeling, bro. It's logical that we can literally. This is the last time I'm saying we're gonna move on. We could literally. This is how we could literally do this. We don't have Marina. We could put the Young Bucks in it. We literally find fucking. We had Swerve. We have Samoa Joe.
Did they confirm the rosters for those for the Eric?
No,
Okay. I just wasn't
we
sure.
didn't get to that point. We didn't get to that point.
I figured it'd be
I'ma
the
say-
Ops and Swerve and Kenny, which would be 5, and then Willow 6. Yeah, I assume that's what it's gonna be.
So again, Will doesn't need to be in this match. I'm like,
Who?
no, Willow does not need to be in this match.
Oh yeah,
she
she
should
does.
be.
Marina's in it. It says Marina's in it. Willow's in it.
Okay, but we don't need them. We don't need either of them in the match on either side. We don't. We can just have Marina be on the outside cheating like she usually does, push him shit. I don't give a fuck.
You can't cheat in Anarchy in the Arena. It's literally no rules. It's just you're literally using the arena as a weapon. So like,
okay,
there's no cheating.
well, technically should be cheating because then she'll come in there, grab legs, push extra shit in there, whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a damn what y'all call it.
And then Willow would get involved in the interference stuff, meaning she wouldn't be in the match.
Cool.
Meaning,
Push
no,
her, hit her.
that sucks because then she's not getting credit for anything. She's just gonna be an interference spot. She can be a fucking full part of the match. What are we talking about? So instead of her being a part of the team and part of the victory that I assume they're gonna get and part of the big celebration, she's gonna be an interference spot. You can just make her.
You're telling me, see, like, because you're going to have me walk off set. So let me just get ready because I need to be ready for your answer. So you're telling me you rather her be in a Death Rider storyline over being in a storyline for the women's strap?
No, not at all. But unfortunately, that's not where we are. We're not in the universe where she's going for the women's strap. She's going for the Death Rider side.
Which is the issue, RJ.
But before this, she wouldn't be going for the women's strap anyways because their setups were Jamie Hayter, not Mariah May. Well, yeah, I guess Mariah May because we weren't sure what her contract was. Mina and Mercedes. So regardless, if she wasn't, she would be so it's either the Death Riders or catering, and I don't like that for Willow. Willow should be on my screen, and her being in the biggest storyline, story-wise for AEW. Yes, I would rather her do that than sit in catering. You can walk on set.
Have a good night, Chad.
Yeah, Chad. I would personally rather have Willow Nightingale in a story than doing nothing, and I don't think I'm wrong for that.
I'd rather have her be in the right story than do nothing.
Unfortunately, that just wasn't that. Sadly, that wasn't in the TK plans, which it should have been. Because I for the past 2 years have said you put that belt on Willow and run that women's division around her, but that TK a little slower to the party. But the only time that her being the Death Riders is a problem is if post All In she isn't doing anything, which I don't think TK is stupid enough to do.
Well, while we're on the topic of the Death Riders,
Samoa Joe and John Moxley had a steel cage match, and it was everything I wanted. It was everything I really needed out of him. God, I love Samoa Joe, and God, I love John Moxley when he's in a flow state. John Moxley's so good.
No, I was gonna say, like, I actually had no issues with this match. I really liked it.
People didn't like the finish, which is interesting. I thought it was an average Death Rider finish. Like, yeah, same thing the Bloodline would have did. Like, yeah, cheat makes sense.
Now I'm thinking about I lied. The finish. That's right.
Really?
I lied.
I like.
Yeah, I lied. Nah, I lied.
What didn't you like about the finish? You can say the finish and then what you didn't like about the finish. He's still debating the finish now.
Yeah, I really am, bro. Shit was ridiculous because I don't think Joe should have lost like that.
I think that was the only way to lose. It's for Joe to lose. The only other way was choking him out, and I don't think Joe's one to choke out because he's just a big guy. I don't know. I feel like,
but you see what they did to him though for them to get the finish.
They busted him over the head with a briefcase.
Yeah, like that was it.
Yeah, but after a cage match like that, though, I think even a chair would have done it. All I know is Joe didn't look bad. I don't care. Joe looked phenomenal in that match, so I didn't care. As long as he didn't get 1, 2, 3 off of some bullshit, I was alright with that.
So you're okay with the briefcase?
Yeah, he had to cheat. He had to use the weapon to knock him the fuck out. Yeah, that's a big dude.
One briefcase hit, and you're just easily manipulated.
I'm not easily manipulated. I just think it kind of works.
That's what you're telling me. You're telling me one briefcase, and you're like,
yeah,
that's it.
After the cage match I just went through, yeah, that's all right. It just went through a hell. This isn't a Jey Uso Gunther situation. They didn't do weak chops for 20 minutes and a bad Jey Uso spear for a tap out. Bro got hit with a briefcase after being tortured in a cage. Joe went through a lot of shit through that. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, it could have been worse. He could have low blown him and rolled him up, dog. Like that's my thing. I'm all right with this finish because it didn't make Joe look like an idiot.
Oh my god.
I don't see what the problem is.
Okay. Okay, we're just going to agree to disagree because I'm not going to take it there with you. Oh, I'm not going to take it there with you because that shit is ridiculous. But okay.
Samoa Joe World Champion 2026 is all I heard. He gonna choke out Will Ospreay.
20.
Yeah, 2026. Yes, I want it. I want it now.
What the fuck? Why are we 20? What the fuck? 2026?
Yeah, because All In's like the halfway point for the year, and then like, I mean, I guess you could do it towards World's End, but I mean, I don't know. I figured they'd do something else.
Oh God, RJ,
When do you want Joe to win this world title? You want to choke out Hangman after All In? That'd be kind of fun.
No, he could win it in like November, December timeframe.
Yeah, maybe. I'll see.
Like whoever gets this, like we don't need to have another year long.
But you also
I dare you to lie. I dare you to lie.
You have Will Ospreay winning the Owen, and I have Hangman. So in my head, Hangman isn't losing to Joe because that. I mean, they could make the story right, but I don't see that happening because I think they're gonna go from Hangman to. Oh God, who do you do for Hangman after? It's got to be because I don't think they do Swerve right away. No. That's an interesting conversation to have that we won't have here because this is already getting long. But like that is an interesting thought. But you also have Will Ospreay winning. I don't see how you go from Will to Joe either, but I feel like that's more plausible because I don't see because Joe's also a babyface right now and Will Ospreay's a babyface.
I'm not understanding. Okay.
You do weird booking, and that's why.
People, why do we need to have strictly a good guy versus the bad? Why can't we have two guys facing each other? What's the reason? I want to have the strap. I won't be the number one guy.
For title changes, it's for story purposes, but for non-story matches, it's fine. But they're not. Like I said, they could easily do Will Ospreay, Samoa Joe, and have him tap out Ospreay at whatever at All Out. No, I won't say All Out. That's way too close. I forget that's right after. But like, it's just it doesn't. It's not writing. The word I'm thinking of, like smoothly. That's not the word I wanted, but it's not bad writing because you could easily write around it. It's not crazy good writing either. It's just like, oh, okay, I guess.
A bit because I'm actually. Would y'all be okay with Joe facing Will Ospreay? Because I think that would be a banger of a match. No, I don't think we need.
They could fight. There won't be a title change for it. That's what I'm saying. Because babyfaces don't tend to do title changes because it's just there's no story behind it. So the story behind that.
We can make a story like what like. We had people wrestle over a goddamn bracelet. If we got people wrestle over a bracelet and make the story feel great, we could do anything.
Because it wasn't for a world title, though. But if you put the world title in there and then the bracelet on top of it, it would have sucked. Because they'd be like, well, why are they fighting with the bracelet with the world titles right there?
Nope.
Will versus Joe is a great match. I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just that there wouldn't be a title change for it.
Yeah, clip this because we're gonna ask the fam because
I don't see it. I've never seen a babyface rant. Oh, okay, I lied. John Cena cashed in on Rey Mysterio that one Raw. He didn't even have a Money in the Bank. Cena's just like, I kind of want my belt back. That shit. That's the John Cena heel turn we needed. That's the real heel John Cena. Roseanne, I know you just won there with popping champagne. One more? Like, all right.
Oh my God. That shit was fucking terrible. But oh man, that was fun. I wasn't expecting you to say that.
But to be fair, we talked about how Moxie won by cheating, but who helped him cheat? Gabe Kidd.
I was gonna get to that. I was gonna say,
let's go, dude. He hates AEW. Perfect booking. I don't know. People were disagreeing. I was like, how?
I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't know what John Mox did or what the Young Bucks said to Gabe Kidd to make him slide on over, but man, does he fit in with the Death Riders?
Exactly what Moxie said from the beginning. I hate what AEW is. What in Gabe Kidd's not most recent, but like his biggest promo from like the beginning of this year, end of last year? Fuck WWE, fuck AEW. I want real wrestling. John Moxley said, I hate AEW. I'm gonna make it real wrestling. It was perfect. It was right there. I wasn't shocked that Gabe Kidd came in for this. I'm just shocked at how late he's coming into this because it is kind of late. Because
he's still in Japan.
Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's like if you're gonna wait this long, I mean, I guess it won't last very long because I guess maybe he's just here for Anarchy in the Arena. Maybe he's not a full member. Maybe he's just joining up to squad up.
Yeah. Well, he said Mox said he was a paid dog. In other words, he definitely said, "This is my hitter right here."
Yeah, so maybe he's just here for that, and then he'll be like gone until his contract ends. Which January.
But can we also talk about how Mox, after his steel cage match, cut a insanely amazing promo with blood dripping down his face?
Yeah, it was a good promo. Because John Moxley can cut those when his opponent isn't 54-year-old Cope. It's incredible what he can do when he isn't going up against Cope.
Oh my God,
I don't think he wanted that. I dead at it because John Moxley doesn't. He feels so much different. Like he actually cares about this again. I don't think he wanted to do the Cope match. I dead ass don't. Like we'll find out in a few years. Like maybe he'll be like, yeah, I didn't want that shit. It doesn't feel like he did. In hindsight, I don't think he wanted that shit at all, which is crazy because the creative control seems like more talent friendly on AEW. But maybe he was just told, hey bro, you gotta do this one. Maybe you gotta take an L on this one because he seems like he's so much more energized since the Swerve streak start, and it's crazy.
Because I feel like he likes like everything that's been happening after Cope.
Yeah, because Swerve and Joe are two dudes that the crowd is into. So even though he's getting the boos, he knows he's gonna get the reactions when he beats these guys. He's gonna have the matches because they're both better wrestlers, respectfully. I don't think Copeland was. I think Cope. Not even Cope. I think maybe TK was just like, hey man, we gotta do the Cope stuff. And I think Mox was like, I don't want to do the Cope stuff. But hey,
we gotta ask him.
We got through it eventually. Because like I said, I'm still I wish the Death Rider stuff would end. I think that part did kind of taint it where I'm like, okay, I'm over this now. But I would still rather watch this version of the Death Riders than whatever the fuck they got out of the Fed, because that shit's boring. That shit sucks. But hey, we just gotta get to all in at this point. Whether it's the Billy Goat or whether it's the Hangman.
What's bothering you over there? Just real quick, what's bothering you?
WWE fucking sucks. It's boring and it's nothing. And it's just we got Jey Uso and Logan Paul have a world title match coming up. And you know what the other world title is? John Cena and R-Truth. I couldn't be asked to give a shit. I don't care.
We'll talk about
yeah, I don't care what's going on over there. Literally,
I respect it.
The best day of the week is Wednesday. And
Wednesday and Saturday.
Wednesday and Saturdays, because I fucking hate the rest of the week. Was it last week when they did Collision back-to-back with Dynamite and we had to go 6 days without AEW? Worst week of my life. Worst week of my life. That shit sucked.
You're about to be mad this week because they're doing the same thing.
Second worst week of my life. That shit's gonna suck, bro. I might watch it in intervals so I can spread it out through the week because I can't do that again. That shit sucks.
But I'm gonna say this because Saturday, Collision had some heat. We had Learning Tree versus my new favorite niggas on there.
The
Gates of Agony, bro. Bishop and the nigga Toa.
Yeah, they're tough, dude.
So tough.
The Samoan Lion, bro.
Oh
my son, his hair looks like a lion's mane too, and I'm like, dude, that shit works so well. Like, I love that for them.
Now,
I want to say this though, I'm glad they all knew the assignment. I love street fights, but when they come out in their regular ring gear for a street fight, it's kind of boring.
Thank you.
I love when they wear street clothes, man. The jeans, the knee pads over the jeans.
Time out.
I love that. It's my favorite look.
Nope. Flag on the play. I gotta call this though. Everyone knew the assignment except for Big Bill. Because
what was he wearing?
Nope. Hold on. Because he wears this all the time.
Yeah.
He's always in Tim's. I don't know why he's always in Tim. If y'all don't know what Tim's are a heavy ass shoe.
He's a heavy ass dude though, so he probably ain't nothing for him.
Imagine, and then the bottom of the Tim's is not like it's a flat surface. Yeah. There's like it's like a damn near a maze at the bottom of your shoe. And it's built on top of it feels like 3 inches of extra material on the bottom of the shoe. So taking that a Tim to the face, I know it hurts.
That's a heavy shoe.
I threw it at my brother, and that nigga threw it right back in my face. The bitch hurts. Busting my lip open. Crazy, I know, but shit hurts. So now I know people taking big boots from Big Bill when he got the Tins on. I know that shit hurts.
Yeah. But I love that because one of my favorite outfits for street fights is when Willow and Chris had their street fight Willow looks so comfy. You remember that? She came out for was it All Out? All Out. She had the pink pants and stuff on, and she had her hair braided up. That shit was tough, dude. I love that. I love when they wear street clothes for street fights. It's the best. I love that.
It's the little things, because you're going in a street fight. We're not supposed to be ring ready.
Yeah.
But you know, we're trying to find a parking lot and whatever. Why am I seeing you in your trunks in a parking lot? Why? Like, what are we doing?
You want a match? No, I'm about to beat that ass. Like, I love that.
I liked it though. I loved, even though they didn't go like around the arena or anything.
Yeah,
we had different types of weapons being utilized. We had, I'm gonna say that for the end when I finish it off. We had sparked barbed wire bat. We had a street sign. We had bricks.
We had drywall.
Yep. Yeah. I was gonna say that for the end too. Cause I was gonna say BK he hit Bishop hard as hell with that drywall. He cocked that shit back to Africa. It brought down the hot intensity of 1,000 suns. Bam! Right on my man's head. And bro laughed it off.
I love that. I love that for him. I love the Gates of Agony. I kind of wanted them to win this. I understand why they did. I really wanted them to win this at a certain point. Like,
you understand why they didn't win?
Yeah, they're the newer tag team. They're trying to build Big Bill and Brian. So, yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? That's well, you don't like Big Bill all of a sudden? You're not a Big Bill guy?
Said that.
Yeah,
no, Big Bill. No,
well, that's why he won, because they're high on Big Bill and Brian Keith right now. So that's why they won.
But they just won, RJ.
Yes, that's why they won again. That's how you build stars. You have them win matches. And they didn't win against shitters. They won against Gates of Agony, who's going to go on and have good matches. They're going to have another good match than it is.
But why couldn't the Gates of Agony win this week? Why can't we build both?
Because then Big Bill and Brian Keith have to take a step back. And did you want Brian Keith and Big Bill to take a step back? I don't think you do. Because then Gates of Agony can take out Top Flight next week. I don't know why you're always so upset. I don't like. Do you just not read books? I need to read a book. I need you to get through a Harry Potter book.
I don't. Bro, you just be killing me with the shit you be saying, bro. You really be killing me.
Somebody has to lose, and you don't pin the guys you're trying to push. I don't see what the problem is.
But okay, I'm just gonna get right to it. How long have we been pushing Big Bill and Brian Keith, bro?
The past couple of weeks.
Yeah, been months. Months.
I don't think it's months.
Wow.
I would say it's months because when Chris Jericho's on screen, they weren't getting pushed. Why you're emotional this episode? I don't like it,
bro. I'm like, maybe I'm watching the wrong show. Maybe I'm watching the wrong show. Maybe I'm the problem.
A little bit.
Because I'm not understanding why, Mama RJ. I'm not understanding why Gates of Agony need to lose when Big Bill and BK has been out here winning matches. Like, it's okay for them to lose, RJ. It's okay.
And you know what? I would agree with you if they weren't pushing Big Bill and Brian Keith. But until they're done pushing those two towards those tag titles, they're not gonna stop have them randomly lose matches.
No, I'm just gonna get ready for my ice bath because
yeah, because
you're just killing me.
Our top's going up.
Because you're just killing me with the shit, man. All right, last thing. I mean, I hope we agree on this. I hope we agree on this here. But last topic of the day, I just wanted to sit here. Y'all can call it a Glaze Fest. I don't give a damn. But I'm definitely gonna give props to AR Fox and my nigga Vanilla Baby Blake Christian, because boy, was them niggas putting on a goddamn clinic last night. AR Fox is so innovative in the ring. Bro needs a strap. I don't give a fuck what it is, but bro needs a strap by the end of the year. End of the year. I don't care if it's the TNT. I don't care if it's the Intercontinental. I don't care if it's the tag teams. I said it wrong.
Let's relax.
Wait.
That international title staying on the go Kenny Omega for a while. Let's relax a little bit. Let's relax.
What does Okada have?
The Continental.
Sorry. I chill out.
Hey, they combined the belts at all in. I hope we're all ready for that.
But AR needs to push. I think now he graduated from Collision and should be on Dynamite.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But well, no,
Like,
I think you're saying Collision go for the TNT title because I think he would do really.
Oh
well
yeah. My fault. I don't want to be that guy. I'm like, why is he on Dynamite not defend the TNT title?
Why is the TNT title on the TNT show, guys?
Right?
I'll give you one guess. Yeah,
But now AR Fox is so good. I don't even know what the move is called that he did, but bro was running. He grabbed onto the rope and flipped and just stomped on
Kyle Fletcher.
Thank you. I don't know why I was about to forget bro's name, and I like the pink wearing bandit. But bro was putting on the clinic though.
You know he's wearing that for the fan appeal, right? Bro said all the girls were thirsting over the pink. I'm gonna keep the pink because he only wore it for the Owen, and he was like, "That attention on that merch is looking pretty good. I bet you that check looked clean." I saw so many girls buying the green, not the green, the pink shirt, and then crop top in it on Twitter. I'm like, I know that check looked good. That commission check for his merch. I bet you he went straight to Sky Blue and just on that shit because you know that shit made money.
Now I'm gonna say though, AR Fox, he definitely's been doing this. He's been on our TV consistently for the past, I'm gonna say like 2 months, and I love every time I see the bro on TV. Next, he's become my new favorite. Blake Christian Vanilla Baby, nigga's so tough. Yeah, he reminds you of Jack Harlow.
Yeah, I think that's why they did the song for him, or not for him, but that's why they associate the song with him. But I really appreciate Blake Christian because I didn't really know who he was too much. I had seen the edit, I had seen a few matches, but I wasn't really familiar. What they've done with him is really, like, I want to say this the right way because he's fought Kevin Knight, he's fought Speedball, Kenny Omega. He's been a great opponent to work with because he makes them look good while also making himself look good, and that's really made me appreciate because he's first of all he's doing the job, which is great. He's not. I haven't seen any bitching on Twitter where it's like, I keep getting pinned. He's like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm working for. And he makes himself look good. That 450, not 450, the twist stomp he did on Mike Bailey last night.
I called it a 450 stomp. I may be wrong.
Was it a 450 stomp? But that shit was
I think
crazy.
so. Bro, when he did it, when I first seen it, I thought he missed. But when they did the replay, I'm like, bro, intentionally stomped?
Yeah, that was gas. He looks
his
good.
guy, I think it's Lee Johnson. Bro looks like DDG. He's
crazy.
Bro look like DDG, but I like him too.
Yeah.
Like I think he's tough. I've been trying to deep dive into the new people that's coming into the dub. I like them too a lot. I really do.
Because I can see Blake Christian being a slimy mid card title heel where he rolls up somebody in a 4-way for the TNT title and then just weasels his way around to win matches. Yeah, that I can see it. It would be gas.
I definitely like these pickups that TK's been having, and I like how this year they've been showcasing a lot of talent, bro. Yeah. Like this is like consistently with TK. I'm gonna give him his props here. Every week I'm seeing newer people, and it's not like the same top guys on the TV from beginning to end.
But it is still the top guys, which keeps the show.
Let me phrase that. Yeah. When I say beginning to end, I mean like starting the match. Like you have, let's say,
Death Riders.
Swerve, right? or Death Rider.
Where they used to open and close the show. That shit's.
I didn't mind that though. Everyone hated. I didn't mind that. But I mean, like, all right, Death Riders, because everyone doesn't really like them. Imagine Death Riders opening the show, did their stuff. Mid of the show, still doing some bullshit. End of the show, still doing bullshit. After the post-credit show, still doing some bullshit. Yeah. Everyone would hate that. Like, at least here, we got Death Riders in the beginning. We got Hangman saying, "You looking for me, bitch?" Then we got, that would never not be funny. I'm sorry. Then we got the Ops. They just beating on people because they the Ops. We got Powerhouse doing single stuff. You know, we got shit going on, and it's different people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, granted, like we have people who have to start and finish the show, whatever, because that's the top guys. But I get that. But I'm just saying, like, I love how we're having the variety and diversity of people. I just love it so much.
Yeah, TLDR, the dub is on fire right now. it's getting better and better each week, man. And we'll be here to cover it every week. Guys, I want to thank you all for watching. This was kind of our very long episode on AEW's Beach Break. We covered both Dynamite and Collision. We felt like we wanted to get both of those in there because even though Collision wasn't, I would say it was a fully packed card, it was a good enough show that I felt like there were some key points in there that we should have, we needed to cover. That being,
because RG never want to talk about Collision, ladies and gentlemen.
Like I was saying, very long shows, and to get yourself through those shows, you're gonna have to get you a little energy and not. Look what I got here, a little glitch energy for yourself.
Yes,
so if you use code SHOOT2, the number 2, win,
uh-huh,
you will get yourself a nice discount on that. It'll get you the energy you need, and it'll get you through a very hot period in AEW. Guys, we really appreciate you all for watching. Michi Black, thank you for your insightful input.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And as y'all know, oh, my fault. You want to take us?
I was gonna take us out, but if you got something to say,
go ahead. No, DJ, take us out.
I didn't want to change this out. I was gonna change the way I take us out this time. I hope you hope you all stay silky, and we'll see ya when we freaking see ya.